think you all know by now that I love a one-pot meal that's really easy, simple to create. And this one is beautiful. It is my creamy chicken and chorizo rice. It's quick, it's made on sear and saute, it tastes amazing. I think it's a real easy family recipe, something that everybody should enjoy, and it's a great midweek meal because it's really speedy. So really hope you enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button for me because it really does help out the channel so much. Hope everyone's doing really well and that you have already pre-ordered a copy of my new book. If you haven't seen yet that I have got a new book that's just come out, it's been released on pre-order, so currently there is £5 off of it. It's due for delivery sort of end of July time. It's called 4 Seasons and there is absolutely loads of new recipes that you're going to absolutely love, using seasonal produce but also the types of food you're going to fancy in the summer or the springtime, and of course more warming hearty dishes for the winter and the autumn. So head over to the website to grab a copy of that. It's www.susannaskitchen.uk. Let's get in the kitchen now and let's go and make some gorgeous food. You really can't beat everything being cooked in one pot, and this one is my chicken and chorizo rice. Everything's going in here. It's simple, it's easy, and we're just using sear and saute tonight. So I like to start off with my chorizo purely because it will start releasing all of those beautiful oils and that paprika flavour, and that just means we don't have to put any additional oil in our pot. So let's get that in to start with, and let's get that cooking on sear and saute. Now normally I'm all about putting everything in together as much as possible, but actually I quite like these chorizo quite crispy on the outside. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to let this cook. I'm then going to remove it and then cook my other elements and then add this back in. So it's just a quick take it out and put it back in is all it is. And the other reason for that is obviously I don't want to overcook this, but I want it nice and crispy to start with. And I don't want to overcrowd my pot because I've got onion and I've got chicken breast as well to cook in here yet. And sometimes if you've got too much in the Ninja pot, it just all stops cooking as well, basically. So I've got this on a high sear and saute, level 5. I mean, you can see the amount of oils that have come out of that already. And as I said, I really want to just cook this down, get it nice and crispy on the edges as much as possible. And then I'll be back when that is ready. So using a slotted spoon, so I leave all the oils in there. I'm now going to remove that. You can see the texture. Look at that sizzling away. So let's get all of that out. We've got a lot of heat now in the pot, so we may feel that we need to just lower the sear and saute slightly, but that's fine, we can do that. So in with my onion. That is smelling absolutely incredible. And I'm going to put my chicken breast in as well, and I've diced up my chicken breast. With the quantities on this recipe, you can use more chicken breast, less chorizo if you prefer. Just depends what ratio you really fancy, but it's very adaptable. So now all we're doing is browning our chicken and softening our onion, and we're just doing this at the same time for speed, and there's enough room in there now that I've removed the chorizo. You can see what I mean, can't you? There's been quite a lot in here, quite difficult to cook it. I'm actually still on the hottest sear and saute level 5. Now we do want to get all of our meat cooked through by the time we add our rice in. And that's really important because with this recipe, we're not going under pressure or doing anything else. We are literally just using the sear and saute like this. Okay, so we're getting a good amount of colour on our chicken here. And also our onions are nicely softened now. I'm going to add in my garlic. I'm just using garlic granules. If you prefer, then of course you can use some fresh garlic. Sorry about all the steam. We are definitely steaming up there. Make sure you season your chicken as well with some salt and some pepper. Just adding in a little bit of water just to deglaze the bottom of the pot a little bit. They're starting to catch. My pot, unfortunately, is losing some of its non-stick, which is not great. I've got oregano here. Let's put that in. That's my herb of choice with this. And then some tomato puree. Let's mix that in to our chicken. Lovely. I've turned off the sear and saute for a moment as well, just because it had so much heat in there. As you could see, we were catching a little bit on the bottom. Each Ninja is going to be different, so go with what you need to do on yours. I think it's just very much about the condition of your pot. I always use silicone tools, but unfortunately it does catch a little bit from time to time. So I like to add my stock in at this point. It's not fully dissolved, but it will be. And that's just going to help me to deglaze the bottom of the pan where we have been catching ever so slightly when we were cooking the chicken and the onions. You may not have done with your pot if your non-stick is a little bit better than mine, but it's obviously always good to get rid of that if we can. It's more important when you're pressure cooking something, not as important with a dish like this. And then I'm going to add my cream in as well. Let's scrape that out. You can most definitely use a dairy-free option for this if you need to. The Alpro single one is actually really good. So let's mix that together. Look how that changes it instantly. Okay. So my chicken was more or less cooked. So I'm now just going to let this blip away and just reduce down a little bit. Into that, I'm going to add in my frozen, well, they were frozen. They are slightly defrosted peas. And then they can just be defrosting in there whilst that is heating through. So that is doing two things at once for us. My first bag of rice is in. Let's do the second. So I've just microwaved this rice. And then I'm just adding it through. It's only about 5 minutes that I used sear and saute, probably less than that actually. And that has created a lovely sauce there. I'm going to turn off the sear and saute because there's so much heat in that pot. Let's get our chorizo back in, plus all of that lovely oils that have come out of there. And let's stir that through. Oh, this is looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm pleased with the ratio that I've used with the chorizo and the chicken. Okay, so sear and saute is now off completely. It's lovely and moist in there. It's not dry whatsoever. And now for our cheese. So I've opted for a nice strong cheddar to go on top of this. But you can use mozzarella or something different. And I've grated it on the fine setting on my grater. And I find by using a strong cheddar, you need to use a little bit less as well. So there's plenty there. Let's get the lid down, let's grill it. We're almost coming to an end. The grill is so powerful. It works really well for this. It just makes it bubbling and delicious. It's just so oozy, and we get a little bit of goldenness, bit of crisp on the top as well. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Look at that. Beautiful. All dished up, chicken and chorizo, rice, one pot wonder. Look at that. So good. Plus we've got the peas in there, so we've got some vegetables. Looks so yummy. And I tell you what, that cream and also that cheese make all the difference. But equally, if you need to exclude them, there are other options you can use if you want to. As I said, Alpro single cream is great. There's lots of cheeses as well you can get that are dairy free if you need to. But I hope you like the look of this recipe. It is so tasty. I'm going to go and enjoy a big plate of this now.